What's up guys, Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 8 team builder for the Pokemon Championship League, or the PCL. This week we're taking on Dangit and the OKC Thunduruses. So let's run through Dangit's team real quick here. He has Mega Venusaur, Latios, Toxapex, Cobalion, Dugtrio, Gligar, Xatu, Mandibuzz, Heatran, Pyukumuku, and Sneasel, and he drafted the Psychium Z Crystal, which I don't think he's even brought this season. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't brought it yet. Yeah, so he has priority in Dugtrio with Sucker Punch and Sneasel with Fake Out and Ice Shard. He has Hazard setting in Toxapex with Toxic Spikes, Cobalion with Stealth Rock, Dugtrio with Stealth Rock, Gligar with Stealth Rock, and Heatran with Stealth Rock. He has removal in Latios with Defog, Gligar with Defog, Xatu with Defog, Mandibuzz with Defog. And he has 4x weaknesses in Gligar to Ice, Heatran to Ground, and Sneasel to Fighting. So, let's start with the team that I'm bringing. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's talk about what I'm not expecting. So, I'm not expecting Latios, to be completely honest, because I think Tyranitar is a big enough threat, and Alolan Persian is a big enough threat to stop him, and Primarina is a big enough threat to stop him bringing the Latios. I don't think it does a whole ton to my team. Like, it can clean up kills and like Salazzle, but it doesn't touch Excadrill even. It can maybe take on the Salamence if it's Scarfed. It can take on the Superior, kind of. It can take on the Raichu a little bit. Well, excuse me. But I don't think Latios is a good bring for him. Cobalion, I'm iffy on. I think Cobalion could come, but at the same time, I have a lot of good answers to Cobalion. Salazzle, Excadrill, Salamence is really good, Mega Pidgeot's really good, Cresselia is really good, so that's sort of my thoughts on that. I don't think Heatran would come because I can exploit its 4x weakness to ground super easily in Excadrill, like it's not even close. He'd have to run Scarf and I would have to not be in Sand, which I don't think he risks, so I don't think Heatran's coming. And Sneasel, again, I'm iffy on. Sneasel is a good matchup against my team, and in fact, the team that I'm bringing is really Sneasel weak. I just don't necessarily see it fitting into the way that he likes to play. He really likes to play stall, apparently. He's brought Pyukumuku to so many games. Same thing with Mega Venusaur, Toxapex, and I think Dugtrio needs to come to trap something. The rest of them I'm iffy on, but I think Gligar, Xatu, Mandibuzz are coming. I don't know if all 3 are coming is the thing. So, let's start with my team. I'm bringing Primarina, Choice Specs Primarina. Pardon that. One of the best wall breakers in the entire game. Where's your switch in? Honestly, he does. The combination of these 3 moves plus Toxic, he doesn't have a switch on for. He legitimately doesn't. Choice Specs Psychic demolishes Venusaur, demolishes Toxapex. Both of them have that shared Psychic weakness. Moonblast blows back Latios, blows back Cobalion, blows back Sneasel, blows back Mandibuzz, blows back Dugtrio, blows back Xatu, Sparkling Aria blows back Heatran, blows back Gligar, blows back Dugtrio, blows back Cobalion, blows back Sneasel, blows back Mandibuzz, and then I have Toxic here for the Pyukumuku, which I really can't hit very well outside of Moonblast and hopefully 2-KOing it with Moonblast potentially. Standard EV spread, really. Nothing I really needed to outspeed on his team with Primarina because a lot of his lower speed mons he's not going to speed invest. There's really no point in speed investing them. So that's the idea with this. Next up is our next wall breaker, Choice Banded Tyranitar. This thing hits like a truck. Max HP, max attack. Again, lower speed, Tyranitar and Primarina both in the 60 and 61 tiers. Lower speed, bringing Pursuit to trap Latios in case he does bring it. Crunch is more likely the best option. I see 2 Dark Resists, and one of them is not a Dark Resist in Sneasel. So Mandibuzz is likely his switch into a Crunch, but at the same time, Mandibuzz is not his switch into a Stone Edge. In fact, he actually has 1 switch into Stone Edge on his entire team, and that is Cobalion. Earthquake is there to abuse the Heatran, potentially the Toxapex, or I'm assuming Earthquake will do a little bit more. Again, standard EV spread. Mega Pidgeot's job this week is also as a wall breaker. Hurricane, HP Ground to hit the Heatran, U-Turn, and Roost. You'll notice that none of those three have any kind of ice attack to prey on Gligar, but Gligar gets bopped by Crunch, bopped by Hurricane, bopped by Sparkling Aria. Like, I can do enough to the Gligar that it doesn't matter. I needed Roost for longevity, and U-Turn is nice so that I can get into the best wall breaker possible depending on what wall he throws in front of me. We're running enough speed to outspeed the Dugtrio when we're Mega Evolved, because we can. We're 1 point faster than Dugtrio, which is the best thing on his team. Max special attack to get the most out of our Hurricanes, and a tiny little bit in HP. So that is Pidgeot this week. Next up is Samantha or Salazzle. We are bringing Expert Belt, Corrosion, Fire Blast, Hidden Power Ground, Toxic, and Taunt. Because he has walls, I need Fire Blast over Flamethrower to do a little bit more damage. Hidden Power Ground there, obviously, for the Heatran, which I would imagine is the best switch into Salazzle for him. Excuse me, considering it's a fire and a poison immunity for both of my stabs. Toxic, I need Salazzle to stick around to be able to Toxic the Toxapex, the Venusaur, potentially Heatran if it's there, the Mandibuzz, I need to Toxic the Gligar if he's not immunity, I need to Toxic the Cobalion. I actually need Salazzle. Salazzle's role this week is getting Toxics off on things. It's particularly useful with Corrosion. I did test this after that horrific fail against Derpy and not knowing how immunity worked on the Snorlax. I did test this, and Toxic does do damage after Toxicking Poison and Steel types. So Mega Venusaur and Toxapex are in for a surprise, pretty much. We're running Taunt there in case Toxapex is switching as well. I can catch it. Pretty much anything that wants to switch into Salazzle doesn't want to get Toxic, right? So that's the play, is Toxicking and then Taunting, potentially. If Toxapex wants to recover, Mega Venusaur wants to Synthesis or something like that. I may not ever click Taunt. It's just kind of a nice thing there to potentially prevent Defog, something along those lines. I am slipping my words and yawning. I'm so sorry. It's fairly late. I've had a long day. That's all there is to it. Next up, Salamence. Once I wear down a lot of his walls with some toxic damage, Salamence can start cleaning up with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Outrage. He did not draft a Fairy, so I can freely click Dragon type moves, and anything that doesn't want to take, anything that wants to take a Dragon type move doesn't want to take a Ground type move. So that's pretty much the idea with that. Yachi Berry in case he brings Sneasel, so that I can live an Ice Shard, hopefully. We were running... Oh, I totally forgot to talk about this. Salazzle's running enough speed to outspeed Sneasel, and Salamence is running enough speed to outspeed Xatu, max speed Xatu, which doesn't really matter, but once we're at +1, we will be outspeeding his entire team anyways, unless he's Scarf. Max attack and 40 in HP, a little bit of bulk, not the most bulk, but hopefully with Yachi Berry it'll help out a little bit. And last but not least here is Excadrill. I'm bringing a really funky set this week. Choice Scarf Sand Force, even though we have the sand, I don't feel like Sand Rush is the best option, because he could potentially be bringing Sandville Dugtrio. I'm not even joking. I don't know if Arena Trap is even the best this game when he can bring Sandville against me. I think this Excadrill set is going to be really nifty. I kind of got the idea from Moonlight Swami, who I'm actually helping out for the NPA. Yeah, so Choice Scarf in Sand, and I'm bringing Sand Force. I'm not actually bringing Mold Breaker. I could be, to prevent things like the... to Earthquake things like the Latios. I think that's it. Excuse me. I'd be able to get up rocks past the Xatu as well. Mold Breaker might be good, but Excadrill's kind of just there as cleanup. Hopefully with the sand up as cleanup, because all three of the moves that I have on here benefit from Sand Force. They're all getting the Sand Force boost, and then I have Stealth Rock on there in case I wanted to get up rocks. He does have Mandibuzz and Sneasel and Xatu that are weak to them, but he does have 4 Defoggers, so I don't really see a potential to keep rocks up, because most of his Defoggers are walls. Running enough speed on here to outrun Doug Trio with our Scarf on us. He has 3 knockup users, because keep in mind, sorry, 4 knockup users. This is Sun and Moon, so he would have 5, I think, if this was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but he does only have 4, which is actually still really high. So I can't necessarily manage to keep my Scarf on, but I'm hoping I will be able to. Max attack, tons of bulk. That is a lot of HP investment for a sweeper, and I wanted it to be odd, so we have 4 in defense, which really doesn't matter. So the idea is kind of to wall break with these 3, get some toxics off on his walls with this, clean up with this, clean up with this. That's pretty much it. I am Ian, and this is the Week 18 builder for Dangit and the OKC Thunduruses in the PCL, and I will see you guys for the match.